Hey everyone, Jim Pashulias here. Um, I'm part of the group here. I just wanted to share my why. And you would think that it would be an easy question for someone to answer why they would try attempt being an entrepreneur. And it's not definitely a challenge for me. I've done it before, I've written it down, and even in the process of starting to do it again here today, I actually had to tear up a couple pieces of paper and start from scratch, and because I finally kind of hit what I think is more of where I'm coming from and why I'm going through all this challenging work, in my opinion. First of all, let me just start by saying, I'm a school teacher full time. I have a beautiful wife and two amazing boys, one who's a junior in college and one is a senior in high school. So at 42 years old, my friends don't fall into my demographic really, um, because we had children very young, my wife and I. So uh, the one thing that also kind of leads me to where I am here is my own childhood. My parents were from Greece, immigrants, came here and with no education came and started restaurant business. There's a cliche, and in that work, I got to see them basically working 7 days a week through the holidays. They worked very hard, and probably more than them running the business ran them. They were they're very supportive of our sporting events as far as allowing us to participate, but a lot of times they did miss out on that. So when I'm searching for the reason why I would attempt to become an entrepreneur after being a teacher for 15 years, um, the challenge is really a deep thought to say how is it that I would want to try and get into that. Well, I have also worked in restaurants. I've been in corporate restaurants as well, besides my teaching. And so I've seen that restaurants can be run differently than through a mom and pop Greek restaurant style. So I do believe that there's people out there making very good income, supporting their families, having a little bit extra to give to charitable causes, but also to go have some fun and enjoy themselves as families on vacation and that sort of thing. So uh, I know that God gave me some skills, some strengths, and in my opinion, and what people have told me is I'm very good at being able to take something and kind of teach others, and that part I agree with, and I love that. The problem is when I talk about my teaching job, I teach in the inner city of Rochester, New York, and day to day, there's some extremely challenging, heart wrenching things that I see. Also, things that challenge me as an adult. When you're dealing with 8 year olds that whose behavior is definitely not what we're used to seeing from our own children, and trying to tolerate that on a daily basis over and over again can be very frustrating and taxing. Makes you question what your purpose is, and that's really where I'm at with my life. Now, as my kids are going to become their own men and all that, it's my wife and I just am wondering what my true purpose is. When I started with being into the fitness aspect here, it was a great inner feeling. But what was even better was when I started to help and share this information with other people and watching them get their results and watching people who weren't believing that they were able to be successful, watching them transition that through their working with me or through my friendly reminders or anything that helped. And then when they would acknowledge that and appreciate that, that's where I started to feel a different sense of purpose, and as if this was something that I was meant to do for a long, long time. So, as far as is it financial freedom that I'm looking for, I would have said yes to that not too long ago. But our income has actually increased, my wife and I, to a point where it's not really that we need more money. I mean, everyone always needs more money. We're not wealthy, but it's more of where is it that we want to be in our lives. We have more to offer. We have more to give, and through my career choice, that does not fulfill me, and I'm just looking for that something more. and I believe this is it. And so beyond everything else, my why is a little bit selfish, and I want to do what I was meant to do. And I don't feel I found that yet until I found this opportunity. So I am latching on with both hands, and I'm ready to be beaten up in this group and shown exactly what I'm capable of and what I'm able to offer others. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to the next videos.